Hello everyone, this is Matt Marzillo. Welcome to Information Management, spring semester 2016 at Columbia College in Chicago. This video is just to review the syllabus briefly and touch on a few important points that'll help you be successful in the class. I want to make sure it's clear that it is your responsibility as a student to read through the syllabus thoroughly. If you have any questions, please feel free to direct them towards me. This video isn't intended to be kind of word for word read through the syllabus. Just kind of touch on a few quick points and help you all get off to a good start. So first of all, at a high level, what the class is about, it's largely focused on using a specific set of tools, predominantly Microsoft Excel, but also Microsoft Word and Microsoft PowerPoint, and using them in a business context. We do a pretty good job of providing you with some case studies and some homework assignments that are potentially relevant to what you're studying at Columbia. But the class is designed to help kind of beef up these business skills, and it helps with making you a more successful professional once you get out of Columbia, or even while you're here, doing internships and things like that. So again, it's going to be largely Excel with a little bit of Word at the beginning and some PowerPoint. But that's really the main focus of the course. Next, my contact information. So if you see on the front page of the syllabus, you have my office phone, which is my cell phone, so you can feel free to call me there or shoot me a text. Or you can email me. It seems like oftentimes students predominantly email me. I have my email on my phone like most people, so I'm pretty good and very responsive. My commitment is that I will respond within 24 hours of any question, and if I don't, and that sort of delays you getting homework submitted, that's on me, right? So I'll make it right if that is the case. So my commitment is to respond to you within 24 hours. That's important to remember because all the homeworks due Saturday evenings just before midnight. So if you are just looking at the homework for the first time, Saturday at noon, you have a question, chances are I'm going to get back to you within a few hours, but I might not. And it's up to you to kind of look at the homework before Saturday so that you give me 24 hours if you have a question, and we can iron it out and give you enough time to submit the homework on time. So again, I have my email here. I have my cell phone here. You can call or text. And then also on the Moodle course, you'll notice every week I have a forum that's dedicated to weekly questions, and I encourage students to post questions there because oftentimes if you have a question, there's probably other students in the class have the same question too, so we can kind of benefit from having a sort of course discussion about any issues. Okay, so I think it probably makes sense now to kind of go over kind of the way the assignments are structured in this class. I'm going to scroll down the syllabus here. You can see there's the calendar here for spring, and you may be kind of familiar with that, but go ahead and read through that. Obviously, we have spring break. There are no required texts for this course, which is a good thing. Most of the content is going to come from videos that I've put together. Obviously, up to you to go through this. That's the grading scale. It's pretty consistent for Columbia. Okay, here's the relative weight of the assignments, right? So it's if you look at the bottom, the total course is 1,000 points in total. The midterm is worth 250. That's 25% of your grade, and the final is worth 250 as well. It's another 25%. So half of your grade is going to be from those two exams. And every week except for the week of the midterm and the week of the final, you're going to have a homework assignment. And that homework assignment is going to be directly tied to the video or videos for that week. So you're going to be learning a new technique or a new concept or something like that, and you're going to be implementing that with the homework. So you have, I think it winds up being like 11 or 12 homework assignments that are each 25 points apiece. In addition to the homework assignments, we have 6 graded forums, right? So there's different forums where you're going to be asked to kind of provide a discussion, provide a response, and then also provide a response. Provide a response to the question and also respond to another student's post. So the idea here is to get some sort of interaction. There's 6 of those, and those are really, I'm not As long as you're using full sentences and as long as you're putting forward a thoughtful response, those should be easy points as long as you're doing them on time. And then lastly, we have one quiz. That's the week before the final. So I put together a quiz. It's largely focused on Excel. It's timed for 1 hour, which is probably 40 minutes more than you'll need. But it is a timed quiz, so you have one chance at it. It's not too difficult. By that time in the course, it'll be relatively straightforward. It's towards the end of the course. So essentially, you have kind of going back over it. You have a midterm and a final. Then you have weekly homework assignments. And then you have 6 forums that are kind of every other week throughout the course. And then 1 quiz. So kind of not too complicated. I try to keep it kind of clean so you're not peppered with a bunch of different type of assignments. So that's sort of your deliverables for this class. And everything is everything is due on Saturday evenings. So there's sort of a natural cadence to the course where the week starts on Sunday, you get everything done by Saturday, and then you start the new week. Now, as far as submitting late homework assignments, the way that I do it for homework is that if you submit it 1 day late, it's a grade deduction, right? So that'll be 2.5 points off. So if you submit it after Saturday, essentially if you submit it on Sunday, that'll be 2.5 points off. If you submit it on Tuesday, that'll be if you submit it on Monday, that'll be 5 points off. And then if you submit it on Tuesday, that's 7.5 points off, or 3 grade points, 3 grade down. And anything after 3 days late, it's a 0. I'm not accepting it. So that's for homework. And then for the midterm and the final, you should submit that on time. If you cannot submit it on time, please contact me and we'll try to figure out an arrangement if there's a good reason why you can't submit it on time. The midterm and the final should definitely be submitted on time. There should be no excuses there. And then the forums are submit by Saturday. It's kind of an all or nothing thing. Submit it by Saturday or it's a 0. So you have a grace period with the homework assignments where I deduct a grade for each day. The forums, you have to get them in on time or it's a 0. And the midterms and finals are so important. If you're not going to submit it on time, we need to talk, right? That's a pretty big deal since they're each 25%. Each exam is 25% of your overall grade. That being said, I'm not an unreasonable person. I feel like with an online course, you should be able to kind of work around your schedule, right? If you have your sister's wedding coming up, you can kind of work ahead for a week. But if something does come up, I'm not unreasonable, and I can't work with you. But try to get things done every Saturday. I think the class has a pretty nice pace, and the cadence isn't too unreasonable. So that's sort of the kind of assignments and the expectations for the class. I'm going to scroll to the end of the syllabus. I'll let you read this over yourself. So there's a kind of you can kind of see each week we sort of cover a topic, right? So there's kind of a series of videos or a video with an assignment, and then maybe there's a forum each week, right? So the first 2 weeks are going to be focused on Microsoft Word, and then from week 3 to week 12, to week 11, we get into hardcore Microsoft Excel, which I really think is the meat of the class. You're going to get a lot out of it. And then we wind off the class with Mail Merge, which is a Microsoft Word tool, PowerPoint, one more kind of case study for Excel and PowerPoint. What you'll notice in the class is that as for like the first maybe 6 or 7 weeks or so, it's going to be largely teaching you tools, and then we're going to start moving into some more kind of case study things where I might be presenting you with a data set in Excel and asking you to interpret the results and produce a report, similar to what you might be doing like in the real world. And that's a really great thing about this course is that I feel like it does kind of take you from 0 to advanced Excel skills, and that's something that it can literally get you a job. Having the types of skills if you master them in this course. So that's the syllabus. I'll go to the course site right now, and as I was saying, how there is sort of a natural cadence to the class. You can see week 1 is January 24th to 30th. You can see you have a video here. You have an assignment for doing a cover letter resume, and then in the first week there actually is a graded forum as well. And then, so next week, again, video assignment. There's no form, and then we have the weekly questions, and that's just there for you to post questions if you want to ask me questions there. So again, you can see there's some weeks there's a series of videos followed by an assignment with a forum. I'm not gonna go down the list, but you kind of get the feel for it from there. The videos, I tried to make them pretty short and digestible. They're usually around 6 or 7 minutes. You have to bear with me. The first week's video is a little bit longer, but after that, they get much easier. So before I close out this video, I want to provide just one piece of information to kind of get everyone off to the right start. So the first week, what you should do is you should post your introduction so we can kind of get to know each other. I like to kind of keep things active on the discussion boards. That's why we have the weekly questions. So first week, make sure you post an introduction. You post to the graded forum, right? Because that's 25 easy points as long as you can post a response and then interact with the student as well. And then watch the video and do the assignment, right? So that's essentially 3 things in the first week I want you to do outside of reviewing the syllabus. Post your introduction, do the graded forum, and watch the video in order to do the assignment. All right, and then right there, after week 1, it's pretty straightforward stuff. You'll have 100 points the first week, right? Just do those, get everything done by January 30th that first week, and you'll be on the right track. And then you'll just follow that cadence throughout the course. Okay, that's it for me. I'll flash my email here one more time. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me, call, text. I'm like I said, I pride myself on being responsive. If you see anything that maybe looks funny or maybe there's something that doesn't seem quite right to you in the email, please reach out. Okay, guys, thanks a lot, and I'm really looking forward to the semester. Take care.